Hi guys, Warner here, and today we're going to be playing some more SFSB. So, last time in SFSB, we played with every single rare runner. So definitely check that video out if you haven't. This time we're going to do the same thing for the super rares. There's about the same amount of super rares as there are rares, so this shouldn't take too long. Right, first of all we have Big. Now, Big is actually quite a good super rare. Because all of his items have this special effect where it literally stops you dead. Like, you come to a complete stop if you get hit. So his mind is like these fountains which cover the entire track. So you know, only 2 fountains are spraying at a time, but it changes over time. His attack is this kind of fireball kind of thing, except you know it's a fish, and he has very long range. It pierces through obstacles, and yeah, it's just pretty good attack overall. Oh, I managed to get hit with the fountains there. And his boost also is like invincibility, but you know, you're not invincible. But it actually has pretty good acceleration. So like, in my opinion, that's what invincibility should be like. So, invincibility I think should be buffed to have the same kind of speed as Big's boost does. So yeah, a lot of people like to use Big in battles. I've seen him in quite a lot of battles. Well, I mean, I used to. I don't really see him that much anymore, which is a shame because he's quite a good character. But he's definitely not easy to play. So another one of those high skill cap runners. On to the next one. Next up we have Chaos, who is all about ice, because every single one of his items have the ice effect. So if you get hit, you can't move, you can't switch lanes, you can't jump or slide, and you can't use items. But what makes him, I think, kind of underrated is his attack. Like, it covers 3 lanes, and it is very fast. So you're almost guaranteed to get a hit. Like, the only real counter to this attack is, like, you know, if the opponent has a shield active. Otherwise, you know, you're pretty much guaranteed to get that freeze. Oh yeah, and if you get frozen, you also get slowed down. So yeah, that's why I think, you know, more people should be using Chaos. Like, Chaos is pretty good, but I guess maybe the reason why not a lot of people use Chaos is kind of similar to Big is because, you know, Chaos is a kind of difficult to use. Like, he's not easy. By no means is he an easy character to use. What's that Sonic? Oh my god, I hit him from all the way over here. Jesus, that is quite some range that attack has. Come on, go! Yes, we just barely beat that Supersonic. Yeah, so yeah, I think Chaos is a bit of an underrated character. Like, not a lot of people think he's quite good, but in reality, if you use him right, he can definitely do some damage. On to the next runner. Oh yeah, a little fun fact, Chaos was actually the very first super rare that I unlocked out of all the super rares. Okay, moving on, we now have Eggman. Now, compared to the other super rares, Eggman is kind of underwhelming. Don't get me wrong, his mine is pretty good. It summons like a sort of patrol of motobugs, which is pretty hard to dodge. Like, so, and of course the mine has the electric effect because, you know, they're motobugs. And his boost, which you can see right here, is pretty much just Sonic's boost but a little bit less speed. But his attack, which he can spam, is basically these like robot birds lock onto a target, and then you know, swoop down from above to like hit them. But the delay between, you know, firing this attack and then the attack actually landing is so long that, and you know, there's also a big red target that gets laid down on the ground. So it's just overall a very easy attack to dodge. Like, very hard to, you know, actually get many hits with this attack. Like, the only real way to hit someone with this attack is if they're preoccupied with something else. Like, if there's like a lot of obstacles for them to dodge. Otherwise, you know, they're basically they are guaranteed to dodge it. So yeah, Eggman, not exactly a great super rare. Right, next up we have Gamma. Now Gamma, I have a full video covering on, you know, exactly what he does and how good he is, so if you haven't watched that video, definitely do that. But basically, to summarize, Gamma's main attack is is like, you know, the same situation with Eggman. The delay between all the different bullets that he fires is really long, so it's kind of hard to aim. But his mine, on the other hand, is basically Eggman's attack, but you know, exactly how it's supposed to be. Like, the delay is not that long. So basically, if any of the developers are watching this, well, first of all, hello there, I'm Remac Warner. I've been making videos about your game for quite a while now. I would appreciate if you watch the other ones. But second of all, and more importantly, buff Eggman's attack to be, you know, exactly the same as Gamma's mine, because if you could do that, it'd be much better. Like, it might give Eggman a chance in the meta, because the delay the delay of Eggman's attack is just so goddamn long. But with Gamma's mine, it's the exact opposite. It's very fast. Like, you see it coming, but you have a very short window of time to actually dodge it. So definitely make sure to do that, developers, if any of you are watching. Anyways, on to the next one. Okay, next up we have Metal Sonic. Now, Metal Sonic is... wow, he is such a great super rare. All thanks to his one item, his attack, which allows him to just yoink one of his opponent's items, and that could be either their mine or their normal attack. Yeah, so that's why loads of people still use Metal Sonic to this day. Like, he's just that attack is just so good. Like, it'd be absolutely broken if it also stole boost, but unfortunately it doesn't do that. So yeah, but even then, it's still really, really good, because it means you basically have like one extra item, and you know, depending on which opponents you face off against, the item could you know, save you from some really, really tough situations. Like, if you're playing up against an infinite, you can like steal one of the infinite's attack and then use it against the enemies, like overtake them. So yeah, overall, like, Metal Sonic just like is a really good character. Oh, I actually managed to freeze both of them. Yeah, just by stealing that attack. Fortunately, I didn't have anything to, you know, hit them with whilst they were frozen. But you know, that just goes to show. Super Metal Sonic, just really good. On to the next one now. Next up, we have Shadow. Now, Shadow has the Lightning Strike attack as well as the Thundercloud mine. So yeah, he's definitely almost all about electricity. You know, the only thing that's not electric is his boost, which is basically, you know, Sonic's boost, but with a different color. Instead of being blue, it's like kind of brownish orange. So yeah, I'm just gonna like spam the heck out of the lightning, because I mean, that's basically what you do with lightning. You just spam it. And with the... oh, I didn't hit any of those enemies there. But with the Thundercloud, you can use it on places which have like railings, because like usually what you do to avoid this attack is that you slide under it, but on rails obviously you can't use that. So what a tactic is to get the runner with the Thundercloud mine, and then just place the Thunderclouds on the rails so that they basically have a limited amount of time to switch the one lane that you were in when you spawned in the Thunderclouds. Like, it's either that or get shocked. Oops, sorry I had to witness that. Anyways, on to the next runner, which is Tikal. Now, Tikal's items are kind of interesting. Like, her attack is basically, you know, Cream's attack, but with a much shorter range. And then her mine, as you can see there, is basically this thing which this like circle of light which spawns right in front of you and blinds you. So I mean, if used correctly, it could be it can like, you know, blind you, and you won't be able to see the obstacles in front of you. And also you could use it to interrupt people's boosts. Because a lot of the time people just neglect to dodge this thing, this mine, because it doesn't deal any damage. I'm just using all these attacks in the hope that one of them will hit. But yeah, they just have quite a short range. Oh yeah, and Tikal's boost is very long, and if you touch anyone, they get damaged. But it doesn't remove rings. Yeah, the light mine doesn't remove rings either, but it is a very long boost, so I will give it that. Like, its acceleration is not that great, but it is very long. So Tikal is... she's okay. Not great, but she's okay. On to the next character. Next up we have Zavok. So Zavok has the fireball attack, the explosive mine, and the fire boost. Yeah, he's all about that big damage. And yeah, the fire boost is a pretty good boost. It's very short, but with really good acceleration. Plus, it has the explosive damage effect, so it deals quite a lot of damage. And and he's also got a fireball, which is a very fast-moving projectile and deals quite a lot of damage. And then you got explosive mine, which obviously deals quite a lot of damage. So yeah, he should basically just he's all about dealing quite a lot of damage. There's nothing stand out about him really. Like he just kind of exists. But I mean, he's not bad. He's a pretty good character. He's basically like He's basically Knuckles, but kind of better if you ask me. Like because I mean the fire boost I definitely think is better than the invincibility boost. So yeah, Zavok is basically Knuckles but better. Yeah, we are way ahead of everyone else here. There is this one guy who keeps spamming tornadoes. I'm pretty sure that's a Moo Tails. Was yet to be nerfed. Like, even the nerfs that the devs gave to him are not enough. He's still really good. Oh, and there he goes. Come on, get a hit. Ah, dang it. Yes, he still desperately needs to be nerfed. Like, nerfed to the ground. Because, it's another infinite situation. He's still really good. Anyways, on to the next runner. Next up we have Zazz. Now, Zazz used to be a brilliant super rare. Like, his Mind the Star thing was so strong. But then that got nerfed to absolute heck, and now he's basically massively fallen off in the meta. Like, in terms of super rares, before it was all about Zazz and, well, Metasonic obviously. But now Zazz is barely even used anymore. I mean, if you upgrade him enough, his Star Mine can still be sort of kind of decent. And plus, his motorbug attack is not bad either. But like, his star attack was a lot better in the old days. And if you watch some of my previous SFSB videos, like some of my older ones, you'll see just how good. You'll see me using Zavok, and you'll see just how good he used to be. Okay, come on, let's try not to. Dang it, he overtook me at the last second there. Oh wait, never mind. I guess he didn't. Okay, we take second place there, and let's move on to the next, I think, final runner now. Last but not least, we have Zeena. Now, Zeena, like Zazz, has the electric boost, and I already said electric boost is a pretty good boost. One of the best in the game, in my opinion. She also has the explosive mine, which deals quite a lot of damage, as we've already established. But what's unique about her is that she has like snowball kind of attack, which has a kind of middle range, but like, and if it hits, it deals ice damage, so it freezes opponents. But it also has a sort of it has an AOE as well. So if there's anyone close by, they could also get frozen as well. Like, so if there's like two opponents right next to each other, you could aim for one and hit them and get the other one as well. So yeah, that attack is pretty good. Like, Zeena at one point used to be used a lot in multiplayer, but now just like Zazz, I barely ever see her in matches anymore. So yeah, she's also kind of fallen off in the meta. Not because of any buffs or nerfs. Like, I mean, to my knowledge, I don't think she's been buffed or nerfed at any point. But I mean, I think she's just been, like with so many other runners, she's been overtaken by the newer special runners. Cough cough, movie tails, cough cough. Anyways, that is going to be every single super rare. So, in terms of which super rare I think you should use, I would definitely go for Metasonic. Like, no doubt, I'll go for Metal Sonic. Like, a ton of people are still using Metal Sonic. Like, thanks to this, steel attack. This steel attack is just so good. But, I mean, if Metal Sonic's not your style, you could go for Big. Or maybe Chaos. But, I mean, other than, these two, definitely go for Metal Sonic. Metal Sonic is just so good. Anyways, that's enough from me. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all the YouTube stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!